Hey, I got a question for you. If you hit a bad shot, but it goes in the hole, is it a good shot? We're about to find out. So there's no better feeling knowing that when you wake up in the morning to go play golf, so that you're going to play well. There's no better feeling of hitting good golf shots down the fairway. So my mission today is to help as many people as possible wake up every day feeling good that they're going to go out there and play great because of the single plane swing. I know you're going to think it's kind of crazy, but being too target oriented, I think, is a problem. Let me kind of explain that. And so I ask the question all the time, if you make a hole in one, but you hit a bad shot and it goes in the hole, yeah, it's a good result and it's a 1 on a scorecard. There's no argument there. However, it's not a good shot. And the reason is because number one, you can't repeat it. Number two, there's no consistency in it. And here's the thing about becoming a good golfer. And I want all of you kind of to hear this, because really what you're after is a consistent, repeatable golf swing that you can trust and that you can predict. You want some predictability in your game. So part of that leads to the way we practice. And I want to kind of discuss a practice session in a way that is not really aiming at targets. Matter of fact, when I would practice with Mo, I don't think I ever saw Mo aim at targets when he practiced. And I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive. Here's the most accurate, best ball striker in the world, but he never hit at targets. And here's why. Because the goal of a golf swing is not to hit it at the target. The goal of a golf swing is to build a pattern that you just simply can aim the golf swing, aim your body, orient yourself. Mo used that term a lot, orientation, is orient yourself to wherever you want to hit the ball, and it goes there because you've built a pattern in your mechanics. And I'll give you an interesting story where one time I was hitting golf balls with Mo, and this is when he had some health issues. He was getting cataracts in his eyes, and he goes to hit balls, and he's not hitting it good because the ball is, his ball placement is really out of whack because he can't see. And he tells me, he goes, I can't see very well anymore. But his golf swing was still perfect, and he could still hit it on his pattern. And it was interesting because he didn't know how to hit it badly. He said it to me all the time, I don't know how to hit it badly. So what I want you to consider when you practice is not sitting here worrying about, okay, am I hitting it at the target? I want you to build a golf swing that has a consistent pattern to it. Your focus needs to be, is my swing good? Is my ability to hit the golf ball good? And am I consistently hitting it on the same pattern? So when I do exhibitions, and you've seen me do it on YouTube, I don't care about the target that much. It's funny because the people watching me hit balls all the time, they're concerned about the target. Did that one go where you want it to go? I'm like, look, is it down my pattern? That's went right on my pattern. Because all I got to do is adjust my orientation of my body, and it goes to wherever I orient my body to. So the question is, what are you practicing? Are you practicing trying to hit it at the target? Because I can tell you right now that if I hit a shot and I hit it badly and it goes to the target, it sucks. I don't like it. But if I hit a really nice pattern on a shot, a really nice pattern, and I'm getting a great pattern, that's when I'm hitting the ball the best. So I'm going to grab my alignment trainer. I just want to kind of show you this. The alignment trainer that I use, it's giving me an alignment, and that's great. Most of the time, I don't even put that at the target. Most of the time, I just have it down because it really helps me get ball position correct. That's really what this thing is great for, and it's giving me a line. It's just giving me a line. And I don't care where it's aimed. I have no care where it's aimed. All I care about is that when I hit a shot with it, and I set up, that this is 7-iron by the way, when I hit the 7-iron, and I can stand back here, and I can look, and I can see that ball went exactly down the orientation of my line. And I will practice like this. I will hit dozens of golf balls and practice my swing pattern based on my orientation and what I want. So a good practice session for me will not be, hey, I'm hitting it at the target. A good practice session for me is hitting enough shots. And I'll do another one here, making sure the ball position is correct. And that's on the same exact line, is just making sure that the pattern is being created with my motion. So now think about this for just a minute. If I do this, I learn to hit driver, 7-iron, 6-iron, 5-iron, and I'm building the pattern out of my motion, and I'm getting a term that I think you need to focus on more than anything else, consistency, repeatability, and predictability in your golf swing. Now I go to the golf course, and what am I going to do? It's really simple. I basically orient myself to where my pattern is created, right, left, and then I can use the tee box like we've talked about before. I can go to the right side of the tee or the left side of the tee. I just orient myself and I hit it on my pattern, and it becomes a line game. And you're not so focused on the target. And I can tell you personally, just my personal experience is when I get too focused on the target, and I'll tell you a conversation Mo and I had as well. When I get too focused on the target, I get caught up in the target. I get caught up in, I guide it. I try to get it to go there. That's the wrong, and Mo even talked about it. People are trying to guide the ball to the target. The key is to just orient yourself and swing and hit it on a pattern, and the ball goes where you want it to go because you've trained that way. Well, one time, and this is a conversation I would have with Mo a lot, was that it's really not about hitting at your target. It's about building an awareness from practice and just taking that to the course and hitting it around the golf course. And I know that for me, and think about this for a second, and Mo and I had this conversation, the target is down here. It's on the ground. And the ball is flying up there. Mo is more concerned, and he talked flight more than target, like the flight of the ball. Why was that? Because he was more concerned on the ball's patterning, of that he was hitting it on that flight pattern than he was target. Because think about it, I have a 7-iron, and I can take this club and I can blade this golf ball. I can hit it thin and blade it and top it right at that target, right? But that's not a good shot because it's not on a flight pattern. It's not going to be consistently flying the correct distance. So even if that ball went into the hole, right at my target, rolling on the ground, it's a terrible golf shot. So I guess my point today for you is to not get out here and get all caught up in, is every shot going at the target? You need to spend a lot more time. If you're going to become a better golfer, you need to spend a lot more time building a patterned golf swing to where when you practice, all you should be caring about is, are you building the mechanics in a swing that can hit the ball consistently on a pattern? And there's 3 shots, and I didn't hit those all perfect, but all 3 of those, no matter how I hit them, flew nicely on the exact same pattern because I have built the swing that all I have to do is orient my body, get the right ball position, orient my body, and I know because my swing pattern hits it on the exact same pattern every time, and it makes it very easy for me to go out there and play great golf. Thanks for joining me today. Give me a thumbs up, click the bell icon, make sure you get notified, and I'll see you again on the next video.